This is our week 3 update. This week we'll be finishing up Unit 2 and starting Unit 3. So on Monday we have Unit 2 Block 3 due. On Wednesday you'll be turning in your Essay 2 and we're going to be starting Unit 3 with Block 1. And on Friday we have Unit 3 Block 2. Early this week I will be offering an extra credit opportunity. Make sure to check Remind for instructions. There will be a time limit, so make sure that you're checking daily. This week I want to quickly go over what we're going to be doing as we finish up Unit 2 and get into Unit 3. So the beginning of the week should be pretty standard. You are going to be turning in your Essay 2 outline. You've already done an outline for Essay 1. It's going to be similar. You're going to have your introduction. You're going to have 4 body paragraphs for the criteria that you've chosen, and you're going to have a conclusion. Make sure that when you are doing the support for your criteria that you are using very specific detailed examples. When you actually write your essay, the criteria and the support for that is going to be what the essay is going to be made out of. So you want to make sure that you know the movie that you've chosen really well. I would even have it available for you to rewatch some scenes. That way, when you go into detail about how it fits the criteria, you can give lots of specific detail, and that's going to help fill up your body paragraph so it's not too short. Something that I saw in Essay 1 is some of you have kind of underdeveloped body paragraphs. So in general, I am looking at least half a page double spaced per body paragraph. Now, obviously, there is some wiggle room with this, but generally that's what I'm going to be looking for. So when you are writing your Essay 2, that should be what the goal is. And then, so on Wednesday, you're going to turn in your Essay 2. You're also going to be turning in Block 1 for Unit 3. So Block 1 is going to be just a lot of mini lessons on what argumentative writing is and different argument styles. So those should be pretty self-explanatory. There'll be a lesson, you'll answer some questions, you've done this before. Block 2 is where we're going to start planning your Essay 3. So I do want to go and just kind of explain what these different steps are. So step 1 is finding an argument. So obviously with argumentative writing, we are going to be making an argument. So what I'm going to have you guys do is open up the Google Doc here, and I have a link to a database called CQ Researcher that is through the LBCC library. So hopefully for everyone this link works. What it's going to do is if you click on it, which I will do here, it is going to have you sign in to your LBCC account. So just to know that it's going to ask you to do that, it is totally fine. That is so you have access to these paid databases because the school pays for you to have access to them. So once you get in here, you are going to peruse the different topics. So you are going to choose a topic that you are interested in. This is not going to be your argument yet. This is just going to be the topic where you will find your argument eventually. So the best thing to do is start with the hot topics because it'll give, a good range of different topics that are something that we are talking about currently. If none of these are things you're interested in, that is absolutely fine. Go to the general topics tab and then you can click any of these kind of genres of topics. And then once you do that, so say I do health, there'll be a list of topics within that genre. So the loneliness epidemic, legal marijuana, healthcare policy. So these are going to be what the topics would be. So if you want to talk about any of these, that's fine. You're just going to click one of these kind of subtopics and that's going to be what you're going to submit. So choose a topic that you're interested in, and then you're going to be filling out the Google Doc with whatever that topic or issue is. And then what you're going to do is go to the page for that issue. So if I go back to the page here, if I'm doing the loneliness epidemic, I'm going to click on this. And then that page is where I'm going to get this information from. So as you can see, there's an introduction here, an overview of the topic and kind of the current things that are happening, the current research. And so I want you to basically read through this. I know it's a lot. You don't need to, memorize all of this, but do like a quick overview. And what I'm looking for are 10 interesting facts or ideas that you're finding within that topic. So they might be questions that you have, they might be just interesting data or interesting, news articles. But what I want you to do is list kind of 10 interesting facts related to your topic. And that is going to basically be a brainstorm for how we're going to work on the next part, which is actually choosing your argument. So the goal here is just to put ideas on the page. So as you're reading through the page for your chosen topic, it's just to kind of give you a place to put ideas of things that you might want to write about. So that is going to be this first step, is basically choosing a topic and then doing a quick kind of brainstorm on some ideas surrounding that topic. Okay, so that is going to be step 1. And then you're going to submit this and it's all good. And then the next step is going to be step 2. And so you are going to develop a question and a hypothesis. So we're still using the same topic, but now we are going to start developing an argument around it. So the Google Doc looks like this. So you are going to rewrite your topic here. It's the exact same topic from the first part. And then you are going to come up with 5 questions. So these are questions related to that topic. So questions we don't necessarily have an answer for yet. So these might be around how to legislate it. This might be around the impacts of it. This might be around events that have happened around it. Obviously, it depends what your topic is. But that's really what we're looking for here. So you want to come up with 5 questions around that topic. And down here, I do have some examples of some of these, of what questions would work for this. So again, we're looking for things that don't have an obvious answer. So an example would be, have higher admissions standards at CSUs reduce the numbers of entering first-year students from small rural high schools? So if college admissions was your topic, this might be a question that you're interested in. So yeah, how has things changed? How has it impacted the demographics which we are getting our students from? And so yeah, there's a bunch of different examples here. And then so you're going to choose, again, 5 questions that you're interested in. And then down here, you're going to come up with a hypothesis for each of those questions. So the questions are going to be the same as up here. You're just going to copy and paste them. And then you're going to add a hypothesis to go with each question. So a hypothesis is what you think the answer is. It might not be correct, and when you do your research, it might turn out that your hypothesis is incorrect, but that is okay. Our goal is just for you to use kind of your general knowledge of the topic, your observations, your experience, to come up with what you think the answer is. And if you end up choosing one of these to be your topic and turns out your hypothesis is incorrect, that's totally fine. That's why we do research. But it is always a good idea to start off with kind of a guess, because that's going to help you decide where your research is going to go and where to kind of start with your research. So that is going to be step 2. You're going to come up with 5 questions, and you're going to come up with a hypothesis for each question. And that is going to be the last step that we're going to be doing this week. And then the last assignment that you're doing on Friday is, again, just a little lesson on another type of argument. You'll fill out the Google Doc, and that will be that. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions as you're working on any of these things, please feel free to let me know. And again, thank you for all of you that are keeping up with the work. I know it's a lot, but I promise it'll be all worth it when you're done with this class in, 2 weeks. So again, let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys later.